Wes Brown, a pleasure and honor, sir. How are you? How's Manchester treating you these days?
Yeah, very good. Still wet and windy in Manchester, but yeah. Still live here, and still supporting United at the moment.
It's good. They need as many people as they can to support, especially now. Tell me, especially with the form that they have. Tell me a little bit about how you see this match tomorrow against Tottenham.
Yeah, it's a crucial match for us.
Exactly.
I mean, we're chasing Arsenal with the games in hand as well, and Tottenham is obviously the next one that you've got to look at because they've got games in hands. These are points that we need. If we win, we take points off them. And it's a crucial one. I mean, I personally think we have to win the game to have any chance of coming fourth, and still after that there's still a lot to do, but this is a game now where obviously Tottenham have hit a little bit of form, and us pretty much all season have been in form and out of form. It's been a game of two halves really, but tomorrow we really need to step it up and understand that this game is a no-lose game.
Have you, with your involvement in the club, have you been going and talking to some of the players? Have you, hey, look, this is, what United is about. If there is anyone that by now needs to know what United is about, or that you say, hey, maybe this, maybe that, just little pointers that you've been able to give?
Not at all, and mostly because of the pandemic. We've not been allowed to have any contact with the players at all. Even as ex-players, we probably wouldn't do that anyway. The ex-players you'll see, probably on the TV networks.
They're a bit more, I guess distant is the wrong word, but they're just not, in that role, if you will.
Yeah, it's part of the club. The club have who they have in, I suppose. But if you're talking about player access, then I don't think there's been much access to players because of COVID and what's going on really. Like I said, it's if you're looking at the team, we have good players on the team sheet, and we just can't seem to quite gel in every game.
I was speaking to, it was interesting, I want to switch a little bit, just more about you and your career. And I was talking to Sir Alex's kitman, Albert. He has a ton load of stories. Obviously, I didn't mention any, or I didn't ask about you or anything like that. But do you have any stories about Albert, about Sir Alex, about how much of a master psychologist Sir Alex was?
Yeah, Sir Alex was the best. From a young age, you could tell. First of all, he always took an interest in every single person, and whether that was working, what that person's personality was or his background. I think as you get older, you can understand his methods. He, in a way, he wouldn't treat everybody the same. He'd treat everybody how he thought they need to be treated. And I think you have to give respect to that. In the same sense that people talk about the hairdryer, he wouldn't give it to every single person. He'd give it to the people who he knew would, for that particular game, would play better or go out in the second half and do more. And he once did a famous team talk before the Champions League game in 2008 where he went around every single player and basically told them a little about themselves and where they're from, but how we're here today in this great tournament, great final, and he's very good at inspiring people.
Well, if in that type of situation, you said, or you would have said, or you did say, or
what the manager said?
What you went around, right? And each one said something.
The manager went around each person and told.
What did he say about you?
He just said, for me, it was more
nice guy.
It was more of listen, local lad, grew up 10 minutes away. He will understand exactly what Man United's about. He works hard every day. He puts an effort in. I never have to tell him about how hard to work. It'd be sort of things like that, but for every different person.
Are there still any lessons that you learned to this day that you're like, Sir Alex said that? Whether it's...
I think lessons is, it doesn't matter how good you are or get, there's always more to learn. And I think Sir Alex was always learning. As years went by, changing rooms change. People are into phones or into iPads. Now it's the internet, so he always used to find a way to be able to work with that.
I was speaking to, I'm very good friends with Nigel Rio-Coker. And he told me, there's no way in hell that we would get away with having our
that
phone
time?
at that time.
No.
At that time, at your time, whatever time. I
Correct,
mean, there's no way that coaches would have stood for that.
For us, it started off with,
Yeah.
obviously there was no music at one point. And
Oh, really?
There was no music, but then we bring the ghetto blaster in, and we could see him. He'd be looking, but he knew he would, if that's what they want, and they're gonna work hard. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't know that there was like no actually. Like, no
At one
music.
point, no, when I started,
No way.
98, 99. No, we
No
just
way.
went and got changed. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes. I mean, it's something that started what, depending on what part of the world. It's like the past 10, 15 years.
Crazy Gangs probably started at Wimbledon. Vinnie Jones.
You're going back.
Yeah,
but you're right.
Yeah, they probably started the ghetto blaster era. Yeah.
As far as the teams that you played for, best player that you had on your team, on any of those teams, best player.
It's very tough. The best player on my team. See, I was always a fan of Ryan Giggs.
Growing up as well.
Yeah, because he played when I was still at school. I played with him for 12 years. I left and he was still playing. So that's just crazy stats. But for actual talent, I would have to say Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo. And it's very hard to pick which one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Ronaldo will get the job done. I don't think Wayne Rooney got sort of the accolade that, how good he was. And then Paul Scholes is effortless.
Was he like that in practice? Just
So
like
Paul Scholes,
everything.
people have asked me to explain it to him.
Yeah.
He's just 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. It's like playing snooker. I actually played against Zinedine Zidane once, and he was the same.
It's that breed, that type of player.
But it's effortless.
It's like you have the ball. He knows what's gonna happen 5 plays from now.
Oh, he's waiting for you to do it already.
Wow.
But
Like
when you train with him and play with him, you sort of understand that. And if you're just a fan watching the game, you're not really looking at that side of it. But when you play with him, he's already seen the pass, even before he's got the ball, or where he wants to go with it.
He's the type of player that just by seeing him touch the ball 2 or 3 times, you knew he was like next level.
Well, you wondered why he kept being good.
Yeah, of course.
Or kept getting in space and kept choosing the right ball to play. You could just sort of see that. Because I tried to mark him a few times and it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'd take my foot off the gas for 1 second and then he'd get space, turn and do his thing.